It was me. I'm just getting excited about the Nuggets. Oh, there goes Jokic walking in right now. Looks like Uncle Rico.
Screw the Timberwolves.
Yeah, Todd.
Todd, I'll show you suck.
Todd, we should get Todd. Todd, come on the show if you're here. Todd, get in the show. The Nerd Chat
is a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days.
Hosted by a group of best friends.
This is Cortana. And remember, don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it. As always, Spartans, see you online.
Oh, hello. Daddy D. Wally here, and welcome to The Nerd Chat, a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. Guys, do you know what my reference is for my title tonight?
We get Todd a link.
I do. I got it.
All right.
Anyway, my guys are completely ignoring me. My title says
I know.
Saint
It's
Slayer
Saint
Lord.
Slayer. Yeah.
Yes, but why do you think I named it?
Because
you
your
got
Saint
the
Slayer
platinum
review
or the
is
100?
killing it.
In addition to being the first in the world to get all achievements on Steam in Saint Slayer Spear of Sacrilege,
How would you know that?
I was the second person on Xbox achievements because, of course, the dev, Barry from Lily Mo Games, he was actually first across the board. I'm the first civilian to have gotten all Xbox achievements. And I'm the first civilian after the devs to have gotten the platinum trophies on PS4 and PS5, just like Elden Ring. And Mass Effect. This is the only game where I've gotten every achievement on Xbox, Steam, and now PlayStation. I am the Saint Slayer Lord.
I bow to you, sir.
Damn, that's pretty impressive. I'm not going to lie.
Everybody go check out the review. It's killing it. We're almost up to 2,000 views on that video, getting some comments, getting a lot of good feedback on that.
Subscribers, bro.
You've also been like people asking you about their other games. You were selling all their games to them.
Listen up, Colin.
No, the other ones were actually really good. Curse of the Moon, Bloodstained, not by them, and Blasphemous, duh, of course. But anyway, guys, go check out the review. It has been great to see the feedback on that. They are making changes, so you noobs like Bacon, when he eventually gets this, he can play it as well, and it'll also be a benefit for our guest who joined us. But before I get to him, Jose says, Chipotle Bear, welcome to the show. He says, Jose, Hades 2 is dope.
Yeah, man. Happy Thursday night. Been really nice to get into play some games this week. And man, I know it was going to be great, Bacon. Obviously, you talked about it when you did the early release. But man, I'll tell you what, it runs so well on the Xbox Ally X. It looks so beautiful with the screen and like crazy battery life. The other night, I kid you not, I played for like 4 or 5 hours and I was barely like 50% of my battery. Like, really rad. And a great game. Like, just like sound is awesome. Like, really fluid gameplay. I actually am really enjoying going back to the hub way more than I did in Hades 1. We'll talk more about that later. But other than that, happy Thursday. Happy to be here.
And joining us as always, X Bacon Gameman. He says it's a terrible night for a podcast. I have no idea why. This is when we record.
Listen,
so go ahead, Bacon.
I have to give my attention to the fans. I also have to watch a Nuggets game on the TV next to me. I have the Avs game getting ready to start on my iPad. I have the NFL draft on my phone all at one time. Deja vu is right. We should have rescheduled this puppy.
Why?
Here we are.
Why? Besides us in this literally group right here, there's nobody else watching.
That's because it's for us.
Shout out to Captain Logan. Captain Logan, you can come on the show too if you want. And coming in, subbing, I don't even know how he got here. Bubble Boy is gone. Apparently he's going to watch the games, bailing on us as well. Coming from at the Foundry, fan of Foundry, Mr. Intern number 1, sorry, Eric, is Mr. Todd Oxtra. Please welcome him back to the show. Todd, how are you? Oh, by the way, Timberwolves suck. Welcome to the show, Todd.
Oh.
You're a little loud. You're a little loud, Todd.
It should be when you say something like that. Damn.
Yeah. Thank you, Bacon, for reminding me the Wolves, Team Wolves are playing tonight.
It's on Amazon Prime right now.
Yeah. Well, and then Prime is the draft too. So Chance is probably upset about the Chiefs picks. That's why he's probably sick to his stomach.
Stretch.
Picks? They have two? They've had two?
They traded up 3 spots to get a cornerback.
Yeah, it was weird.
We got a cornerback last year.
Yep.
And Cordy's already telling us he's better than PS2. So
Anyway, Todd, when's your pick?
Yep,
Todd?
and the Rams picked a quarterback, 18 for the Vikings.
Okay, well, update me when that comes through. Todd, welcome to the show. Glad to have you. Nissa, don't take it. I said we're not talking much about the Indies. We brought on Todd because he just ran. I don't even know how he got. I'm not even kidding. Like, I have no idea how Todd got here. I didn't even know Bubble Boy wasn't going to be here until seconds.
You said Todd
seconds
get in
ago.
here, and then
Oh, sorry, I was spending time with my family.
Joe gives him an invite, and there he is here.
Somebody needs to talk about
fan.
Nintendo on this show, right?
I talked about Mario Wonder just like a couple weeks ago, guys. Let's get into it, Jose. Let's jump into gaming news for the week, Jose.
News team, assemble!
You guys, what a week. We've had a crazy week, a crazy turn of events. The first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, and it seems like they heard the feedback. Jez Corden, or Corden, I don't know how you say his last name. Jez, he wrote an interesting article that I couldn't agree more with. He said, "It's time for Xbox to stop apologizing for its existence." Jez wrote, "I was watching the Red Bull Age of Empires Wolololo event recently, which in a way showcased a big Microsoft success story, but there was no Xbox branding at the event whatsoever. No presence are mentioned, and as far as I could tell, no involvement from Microsoft. The trend of advertising competing products continued with the latest Xbox showcase showing the additional platforms that their games are coming on, including PlayStation. Okay? Can you imagine PlayStation having an Xbox logo if they're doing one of their events, you guys? Or Nintendo showing also coming to Xbox and PlayStation?
No.
Xbox is literally in competition with them and is behaving like a company that's on the outs. It's behaving like a company that isn't interested in competition and instead of accepting the blame for the downward trends in its business and has shrugged them off as it is what it is and has declined to fight. If you won't fight for your customers, why should customers invest in your product, Todd?"
Great question. I remember when Xbox played the game in the Xbox 360 era. They had exclusive Grand Theft Auto content, right? DLC that they got. They had the Call of Duty advantage. They had amazing third-party exclusive with Mass Effect and Gears of War, and they did everything to get as many games on that system. They built up their studios. They delivered bangers. I mean, it was just amazing. And they innovated with all of the things they offered that PlayStation didn't. And they hit PlayStation in the spot where PlayStation outpriced themselves and they just couldn't play the game. And they innovated with 1 versus 100. Just did some weird things that was so cool. And then things changed with that next era, and it was interesting. And then it just seemed like stumble after stumble. And I thought they were going to get it right this gen, and with the Xbox Series and Series X or the S and X. And then they said, no, we lost it because we lost the generation because of the libraries.
Famous Phil Spencer quote.
But here's a question about that. This is my challenge with the whole we lost library. If they're going to PC, Steam owns the library. So I'm just understanding what changed that. If the library is the most important thing, they've done nothing to gain a library back. And if people are going to join Xbox now, they probably didn't have that library. So now they're starting fresh. So they don't have that library. They have Game Pass, and they probably have what else? Maybe they have a Steam library. So maybe they're going to play on Steam. I'm just trying to figure out their goal, because they keep talking about active player counts is now going to be the most important thing.
Oh, we're going to talk about that.
But so I'm trying to figure out where it is. I wish I appreciate Asha's messaging. She's a marketer.
We're gonna save it.
Yeah.
Great. I'm going to talk about it too. Save that thought. Save that thought, Todd.
Yeah, okay.
Bacon, I know you saw this as well. You liked my comment about Jez's comments. Do you agree? Bacon, why don't I see the Xbox logo, Xbox Studios on every game right at the beginning? Why do I see Sony PlayStation Studios when I launch on Bungie, but the Xbox logo is nowhere to be seen with Call of Duty and other Activision titles or anything else?
I have no answer for that. It makes no sense to me in any world why you wouldn't advertise the publisher, the owner of a game. Makes no sense to me. Never understood it. Never will. I understand on Call of Duty why they wouldn't do that, but they still should.
Why? Why on Call of Duty? Why shouldn't it be on Call of Duty?
So big and everybody wants, because everyone's gonna say Microsoft bought it. They bought that bigger.
And they're the owners
they
of
didn't
Call of
create
Duty.
it. Microsoft doesn't create anything. All they do is buy everything.
Well, they're the owners, and now they're publishing and developing these games now. Jose, any thoughts on Dez's point, though? To see no marketing at this event, no Xbox presence.
I honestly agree with Jez. A couple things I will add though too, because I'm honestly with Bacon of like I don't have a good answer. And to be fair, since their acquisition of Activision, Blizzard,
King.
I've been shocked that we haven't seen more Xbox branding. Now, granted, like, look, I don't work in the marketing business. Todd maybe could speak to more of this than I could. I would just assume like once you own the properties and you own it's your branding, like that doesn't seem like a far reach to add. It's also not like the Xbox logo is like a very complicated logo. So I think it's very wild that we haven't seen that. I did kind of think, for the record, that during the Spencer and the end of Sarah Bond's reign, that some of their vision was, again, how do I know? I'm just a dude in his basement, basically. But I thought that maybe what they were trying to go for was this idea that, like, look, these are our games. People know they're our games, but we just want people to focus on the games and then ideally learn that it's through Xbox. And I think that goes with kind of this is an Xbox campaign. Xbox is everywhere. Anything can be an Xbox. And again, I liked that campaign, right? I thought that was a smart way of just helping people understand in the era where things are getting so expensive that you can basically play these games anywhere. And I know that in this article, Jez mentioned, like, definitively, pretty much so, Asha has moved away from that this is an Xbox campaign, which is fine. Like, she has every right to do that. But I do think it is wild that despite all the things we own, it's wild. And I don't own anything that Xbox owns,
Microsoft.
right? That they are not better about that just overt branding on lots of things. Todd, you want to add something?
Yeah, I can speak from a branding
Let's hear
perspective.
it. Yes. That's why we have Todd here.
I work for a certain company that has a lot of brands, but we also have a competitor that always puts their name with the brand. So I'll give you an example. Kellogg's Corn Flakes, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
Yes.
You never see a General Mills, and I work for General Mills. You never see General Mills Cheerios.
Count Chocula.
It's the actual products are what speaks loudest, not the company name. So you can take the approach of the brand, meaning Xbox, blah, blah, blah. But Xbox has continued to call out separately Bethesda. They've called out specifically, Activision, Blizzard. So a lot of ways, they haven't integrated everything under it's all Xbox. You still have BattleNet that is not in things. You still have World of Warcraft. It's only on that service. It's not anywhere else. So in a lot of ways, I think they're in a weird place. I think they should include Xbox everywhere because that is their identity.
Yes, I agree. They should be like Kellogg's.
We have talked about, they just announced we got rid of Microsoft Game Studio. Now it's all Xbox. So embrace it. Use it. Get it out there. There's no shame in their game. They've owned this brand for now 25 years.
Speaking of, Todd, perfect transition. And it sounds like Asha and Xbox were listening to Jez's complaints, and many complaints, in fact, because just today we get some crazy news coming from Xbox, coming straight from Matt Booty and Asha Sharma. This message was sent to Team Xbox and employees globally today. And it says, the title of our episode, We Are Xbox. Xbox has always been different. From the beginning, Xbox was built by people willing to try things others wouldn't. The spirit has carried us through the last 25 years and is required to carry us forward. And then we have in bold lettering, we have work to do. Players are frustrated. New feature drops on console have been less frequent. Our presence on PC isn't good enough. Pricing is getting harder for people to keep up with. These changes are happening as the industry reshapes around us. Consoles remains large and stable. Windows now represents more players and more hours. The industry is becoming global and competitive. More than half the market's revenue, players, and growth are happening outside of our core markets. The model that got us here won't be the one that takes us forward. And then another bold lettering. Xbox will be where the world plays.
Dang.
What does Xbox become in this next era? In bold lettering, Xbox will be where the world plays and creates. That's pretty lame to me. Xbox will be built to be affordable, personal, and open. We will offer flexible pricing so it's easy to get started and keep playing. The experience will adapt to you, letting you customize how you play, helping you find what you love, and connecting you to the right people. Interesting down there. We will be open to all creators, from individuals to the largest studios, giving anyone the tools to reach a global audience. And like Todd mentioned earlier, our new North Star will be daily active players. We will execute this through 4 priorities: hardware, content, and services. Content, services, and experience. Hardware, stabilize Gen 9 as healthy and high quality base. Just deliver Project Helix to lead in performance to play your console and PC games. Content, grow and extend an enduring portfolio. Evolve our third-party partnerships. Expand to China and other emerging markets. Experience, fix the fundamentals for players and partners. Make Xbox the best place for developers and creators. Services, fortify Game Pass with clear differentiation and sustainable economics. Return the business to a durable growth with strong discipline. Make cloud feel native, fast, and reliable. And the last lettering in bold. We are Xbox. To achieve our master plan, the way we must work must transform. Our best work happens when the full stack moves together. Microsoft Gaming describes our structure, but it does not describe our ambition. So we're going back to where we started and changing our name, just like Todd just mentioned. We are back. We are Xbox Gaming. Here are the 10 points. We have to be honest about where we are. We're a challenger, and meeting in this moment will require pace, energy, and self-critique that should feel uncomfortable. And here are her 10 points, Matt and Osh's 10 points. At our best, we, 1, earn every player. 2, protect our art. 3, stay rebellious. 4, progress over perfection. 5, signal over ceremony. 6, core before more. 7, outwork the problem. 8, speed is learning. 9, makers over managers. And 10, clarity is kindness. Over the last
10 commandments of Xbox.
There's 10. Over the last 5 years, Xbox and the industry have been through an unimaginable amount of change. This is very true. And this team has continued to deliver it for the community. Thank you for staying focused on what matters. 62 days in, we're proud of how we've honored our commitment to great games, the return of Xbox, and the future of play. We're here to do the most creative and courageous work of our lives, and that's what we'll do together with gratitude. Matt and Asha Sharma. Jose?
You sit down around a fire and
I'll get to you, Todd. I'll get to you in a second.
So nice.
Jose, you're a leader in the building. A leader for a organization, not quite the same as Xbox Gaming.
Nope.
What do you think of this We Are Xbox memo we've got going? Are you buying into the hype, or are you like me and you're thinking, I've seen this before. Don't believe her lies.
Dan, I don't understand how you can think this is just hype as opposed to like, and look, I hear what you're saying. And fundamentally, I agree with you and Todd that like, when I start to see changes, I will feel stronger, right? I fully agree with that sentiment. But I would also argue we are seeing some of those changes with like the decrease of Xbox, with changes in the COD stuff, which I know we're going to get into. Like, again, we said this a couple weeks ago that like the easiest thing for Asha to do is do low hanging fruit, right? Which she's doing. But we also said that at some point she's going to have to start putting her money where her mouth is. This feels like a pretty significant bet in that direction. And look, if you haven't seen the photo, if you're listening to this on audio, there was a very prominent photo. It's part of our thumbnail for this week where like Asha's standing on this little round stage, clearly at one of the Xbox studios or at Xbox Central. And it's literally every employee. They're on all the stairs. They're all in chairs. I mean, this feels like a definitive statement, which honestly, to your question of speaking as a leader, whenever you go through change, that doesn't feel good to your team. Whether your team is great, whether they're making money or not, whether they have product they're proud of or not, when you go through change, it's that fear, right, of what is the direction? What are we doing? What's going to stay? What's going to go? So this is kind of her way of like, I think pretty clearly and relatively concisely saying, this is it. You're asking what I want to do with my time here. This is what I'm telling you. And I think it's a very fair set of goals. Like, I mean, again, the grand scheme, when you look at the page, it's a lot of words and text, but the reality is she gives 4 areas, 3 or 4 bullets in each area. That's at a grand level. That's very clear to me. Like, and I think that when we've talked about the things that we specifically have complained about on this show for a year or two, even with our love of Phil and Sarah, a lot of this is hard to argue with. Now, can they deliver? Who knows, right? That's the ultimate question, and I think that's the fair critique here. But again, to hear some of this stuff like we're gonna stabilize Gen 9, we're back as Xbox, we're gonna, we want this to be the place where people play, not where our people can play our games everywhere else. Now, to be fair, I know the question is going to come up of like, what about exclusives? I still stand firmly that they're not going to go back to exclusives. That's insane. Like, if the money doesn't make sense.
There's no way, especially when they're saying daily active users is going to be what we're measuring. How do you get daily active users? Your
on
products
cloud,
everywhere?
on PC, on Xbox,
on Game Pass, right? And I think, I mean, the things like for myself, and then I'll pass it on there. I think the most cool things that I see are those in the services thing. Fortify Game Pass, because I love Game Pass, right? I was paying the $30 and I was honestly fine with it. Just in the last couple weeks, the games that I've been playing replaced Hades. Yeah. I'm going to play Forza. I'm going to play Fable.
It's crazy.
I'm getting my money's worth. I have no complaints about that. It's weird to hear $30 a month sounds so insane, but when you think about how much I'm buying, I have no problem with that. But I love that she's still focused on growth. She probably needed to say that for the boss too, right? Making cloud play feel native. It's not far from that now. Like, if any of you have ever played cloud streaming, it's pretty impressive how good it is. So again, overall, I'm really happy with this. I am absolutely buying into the hype because I think she's doing the right things.
Don't believe her lies.
And to be fair, I've always been that guy. I was that guy with Phil and Sarah. I like to believe in the optimism of the world.
You do.
That's why you're my yin to my yang, Dan. That's why I know. All right.
But okay, before Bacon, we're save Bacon for last because I know he's already like buying more Microsoft stock at this point. Todd, you are a corpo. You work in this world in a different way, obviously. You just mentioned, but you really are, out of all of us, Mr. Corpo over there, okay? If you sat down and was listening to this, what's your reaction to what's going on at Xbox? Would you be hyped? Would you be buying in as well?
I literally get one of these every quarter when they review. Our CEO reviews our stock. He talks about this. If we hit our metrics and everything, every division stands up and they talk about, did they hit their metrics? Xbox is no different. They are aligned in structures. They talk about what they're going to do. Are their metrics green? Where they're going to hit? Are you going to get a bonus or not? Great. A lot of these things are objectives, mission statements, whatever, to drive shareholder value and make shareholders happy. This is not for anybody other than that, because the gamers don't generate enough profit to change the game if they're talking to their existing fan base. So the question is there anybody that isn't in the Xbox ecosystem that hears this and say, I'm going to change and I'm going to flip out? That should be the real thing, because that's how they're growing that player base. But I think I know how they're going to do it. It's cloud.
Really?
There are more people to play games outside of North America than Europe than anywhere else. China, India. I have Mumbai employees that I work with that talked about they play on Steam. And it was funny. He talked about he bought us on an Xbox One system. One. because consoles are unaffordable. They can't afford high-end PCs. That's what Helix is. It's going to be a very expensive system. Consoles, like in Brazil, I think they're still buying Super Nintendos.
That's like the 360 is like huge out there.
So it's really going. And they even talked about the mobile, the Xbox or mobile platform is not dead. So if you read between the lines, how are they going to go marketplace? It's going to be through cloud in a Game Pass based Game Pass subscription. $5 get you Game Pass on the cloud. Maybe they'll introduce an affordable streaming hardware like the Portal, but do it right. And that's how they get to 1 billion players at like a $300 Logic G Cloud. If you're talking about a PC, a system that's $1,000, you will not get past 30 million people.
Yep.
Because guess how many people own an $1,000 gaming PC? Not that many. Most
I know
own
at least
PC
4.
they own. I know exactly. Me too. And myself. But
More than you
that's what I'm
think,
saying.
I think.
But and I'm saying so that's what I'm thinking.
But they're
I
not
just
spending
feel
that money on a console. I guess that's the main point.
That's fair.
correct.
That's
And
fair.
there, if they didn't find the Series S that at $300, what is even affordable? The Switch 2 is $450.
Dude, the Series S was $200 at one point.
An
I want to
Xbox
remind everyone.
I picked
LIS
up one at
is
$200.
$600. So affordable is weird. I don't know. What do you guys think is affordable? When you hear affordable, what does affordable mean?
It's
In the
all
old
relative.
days,
Yeah, this day and day.
400 less. I'd say 500 or less now would be an affordable console. I don't even. That's not actually. That sounds crazy. Never mind. 400 or less. Todd, great points. I'm glad you said that. Speaking of the Microsoft stock, you said this is for shareholders. Microsoft stock closed down 4% today.
Apparently not happy
I'm sure
with
it's
that.
war related.
Anyway, so guys, he's been waiting patiently.
I haven't actually.
Okay, Bacon. Oh, here we go, you guys. Get your popcorn ready, Diego. Bacon, the Xbox fan, is here to tell us why we should be hyped for Asha Sharma. We are Xbox. Eric says he is the chosen one. Let Bacon talk because old Dan is dead. He has moved on to Steam. Bacon, what was your reaction to the We Are Xbox memo sent out today?
Well, for starters, that picture they posted was fire. I mean, that's
It's a power stance.
yeah. I thought that was I thought that was just dope. I mean, bringing the whole team together and
Yeah,
having
with
them
Michael
all in there.
Scott being there too. Isn't that crazy? They got him
Yes,
to
that's
present the
crazy, Dan. I've been on board with Asha since day one. I've made no bones about it. Sometimes you do just need to shake things up, move people around. Still, and I'm actually quite impressed with Matt Booty right now, and I've been the biggest Matt Booty critic on the face of the earth. I am thoroughly excited. I think they are saying absolutely all the right things. The fact that they cut Call of Duty out of Game Pass, which we'll talk about later, a price decrease in 2026 when I just paid $9.19 for a cheeseburger at Five Guys is absolutely shocking to me that they pulled this one off. But I'll save those ideas for the second part. I think exclusives are coming back. That's the only answer I have. That's the only reason why you'd stand in front of the pulpit and talk to people like the way she did. I'm actually picturing The Rock
He's crazy.
giving this memo, just how inspirational it's got to be part of Team Xbox right
Dude,
now.
that would be sick. Bacon, if they brought back The Rock
Just
with Major
bring it back
Nelson
with
and
the chain
revealing
and
the,
the fanny-
Xbox 720,
Man, it's
dude,
just-
at that point, I would be hyped too. And I'd
So-
buy it, even though I don't even need it.
I know you're expecting some crazy rant from Bacon here, but Bacon's just happy to be a gamer. Bacon's happy to be a PC gamer who plays primarily Xbox titles. Maybe this will shake freaking Sony up and they'll put their games back on PC and stop dragging their feet and being stupid and
Gotta
anti-consumer.
bring in
Maybe,
Sony somehow.
maybe. I'm excited. I've loved every part of that speech, and Asha's just hitting all the right points. I need to find her on Xbox and become friends with her.
Eric
Can I make
says,
one revision.
we go ahead.
So, unfortunately, even though it is a price reduction, it's at $23 now. In 2025, it was at 20. So now we're still getting a $3 price hike. You know,
We'll talk about the Game Pass stuff later, Todd. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Hey,
I know.
Eric said, he keeps bringing this point up. We will reevaluate our approach to exclusivity. Asha Sharma in the memo. Yes, I think that Eric, and then Nissa says right after, no, they're not going back to exclusives, Bacon. I'm sorry.
When I say exclusives,
Yeah,
I mean
time
not putting
for,
them on
for like certain things.
not
is what you're
putting
saying.
them on PS5, not putting them on PC. Xbox.
Forza
is
Horizon
PC.
6 is already announced and so is Halo.
That's fine. That no more
What
after
games?
that.
So Bacon, what games do you think would be good candidates for exclusives? That would be like
Exactly.
because if they're not putting the biggest games on there, then it's like, are those small games? What do they do then?
It's just value for Game Pass, and that's always been the metric is value for Game Pass.
I think
right.
if you want to make a stand, a clear, hey, this is exclusive for our machine, will get people hyped. It would be the next Fallout or the next Elder Scrolls.
Absolutely.
I think that's, and Eric just said it, Elder Scrolls 6. You say, hey, this is exclusive, and yes, you will piss people off.
So
But
be it.
Jose, what? Mm-hmm. I don't see Spider-Man
One IP.
on my PlayStation. I don't see Uncharted on my PlayStation, okay? I don't see
see both
Super
those on
Mario
PlayStation.
Wonder on my Xbox. On my Xbox. If we're going to do this. I'm tired of it. She said, what was that one of the points? It was something about clarity is kindness. I appreciate having all the clarity in the world. You got to be clear when it comes to exclusives. Maybe
Chelsea
do like
said-
what Reese said: COD
Chelsea.
everywhere, Forza everywhere, because that's a big one, and you've already crossed that line. Minecraft, and what was the other one?
Yeah, those are fine. But she also said protecting their what'd she say? Protecting their
Artwork or something. Yeah.
Right.
Protect
How
our
do you
art.
How do you protect your art other than not putting it on the dumbass PlayStation?
Nissa says old game mindset. I agree, Nissa. I don't think it's actually going to happen, but I think it would be.
Remember, Nissa, I was all about
Interesting.
killing exclusivity till Sony took their ball and went home.
What if you said it's on PC, but it's just not on Steam? And you say it's on our Xbox PC store.
You
Wow,
can't do
you
that.
know
Yeah,
PC
the
gamers
Steam
are
people,
very-
The
yeah,
only
you
reason
can't do
I
that.
say that is because
No.
Valve wins. Valve is the winner. They're Microsoft's biggest competitor because they're taking.
They're also one of their
upgraded
biggest
stuff.
platforms to sell their games as well.
I deleted Epic, even though I get free games on it, because I'm sick of the pop-ups when I turn on my PC saying free now and Epic.
You can turn those
Pop-up
off.
that's in
You
the
can turn those
corner?
off. You can turn those off, by the way.
I deleted it.
Where do you
I'm
play?
like,
Where are you going to play Fortnite then? If you don't have that
True.
on PC,
have it on Xbox.
Oh yeah, it's on Xbox. That's right, Todd. I've been playing. I don't have it either. I've been playing through the Xbox PC app. That's right. It's Play Anywhere. Diego, I like Diego right here. If I was Asha, just cancel even the announced games.
Yes.
No Forza Horizon 6 for you. Enjoy the taste of 5. LOL. I agree, dude.
that?
Dude,
Could they
I
do that?
agree, dude. I
could.
agree. Pull it.
I mean, they could do it.
Pull
I mean,
up.
that's
Who
clarity.
cares?
They could pull.
What's the problem?
They could pull Baldur's Game. Be like, oh, we're having trouble getting the development done. We'll release it later.
I mean, would stakeholders? I mean, if they had planned, so I'm just going to put this on the corporate sense again. Earnings. When Microsoft talks about what their projected earnings are going to be, they already have to have planned not having that revenue on PlayStation because you put it there right because they are not going to make. They don't have Helix this year, so they can't say we're going to drive
But
people to that.
You don't know they don't have
And-
Helix this year.
But anecdotally,
I mean,
Todd,
if they do, then they'll also have to say we spent how much money in R&D and development, and this is where it went. This is how things get very transparent from a corporate sense. So if it's not in their P&L and all of those corporate statements and their spending on R&D and hardware, it's not happening this year because they have already got to book that expense. Because if they put a $10 billion R&D expense in the year, they'll say where's that's coming from, and that'll affect their profits. So they need to make up that profit with some sales. So I'm saying if they want to pull it, they got to do it now. And
Yeah, I
then
agree.
when they announce their fiscal
Yeah,
year,
their next one.
and say where it's going to be. So I think if we don't hear about it getting canceled anytime soon,
It's coming.
Then you're going to say where are we going to get that $600 million we're going to
Okay.
make from third party
Or
from other platforms?
then they don't give them Forza Horizon 7. Here's the other thing, though, Todd. I have heard on multiple shows people writing in on other podcasts saying they picked up an Xbox because they don't want to wait for Forza Horizon 6. Even though they have it at 5 on PlayStation, they bought an Xbox. I've been hearing multiple write-ins on Defining Duke saying, or other podcasts saying, they went out and bought an Xbox just to play Forza Horizon
When
6
we hear
at launch.
based on the Circana numbers that they are greater than PlayStation and Nintendo, I'll believe that their fates have changed.
I agree, but I'm just saying there
Will-
are people out there.
So
buying
would they be
an
willing to
Xbox
take
for
a
it.
price cut before GTA 6 happens, before all their big games
Yes,
happen?
that
this
would be
year,
huge
to push consoles.
I agree, Todd, but
That's them putting where their money is where their mouth. But if
I
they have
agree.
no faith in reducing costs, then I feel like they don't care about console, because why would they give up the Series S and say we're not doing anything, we're not going to make a move until Helix? That tells me they don't care about consoles, and they're just saying this for lip service.
Todd, I agree.
That's my frustration.
That's why I'm
it's
saying
frustrating.
I need to see more
Pessimists
actions, too.
over here, Jose. Am I right?
No.
Bacon will go.
But Microsoft makes more money than anybody.
Exactly, they can
could
do
take
this.
a $300 price cut, and they would still make more revenue from those Xboxes than Sony does in a year. Sony's a small company compared to, and it's like they're willing to not raise their prices until how long. So I just get frustrated because Microsoft could do it if they fully wanted to empower Xbox. They could do all these things.
Exactly,
So,
and just
sorry.
like
Yes.
just like they should have been doing this for Halo too. If they really wanted to make Halo,
It's frustrating
this-
because they have the resources to really empower Xbox to make all these amazing decisions. But I guess that was what they gave them when they did the ABK acquisition.
Todd, Nissa wants you to know that I forgot to say on the Discord. One of my kids thinks it's cool you work for General Mills.
Well, thank you very much.
Winning big out
Look
there.
forward to Old El Paso for Cinco de Mayo.
Oh God,
New
So,
Oh, that's
Grayson.
paste. Never mind.
New York City.
New York City.
all right, guys, let's move on to
Crap, you made me miss
the
it like a
commercial.
pick.
next news story, which we kind of already mentioned. Big news to Game Pass, and I'm not gonna lie, this was huge news earlier this week, and there was a lot of rumors going around, and it's true. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate price update starting today. Game Pass Ultimate drops from $29.99 to $22.99 a month. PC Game Pass will drop from $16.49 to $13.99. Prices may vary by region. Beginning this year, future Call of Duty titles won't join Game Pass Ultimate or PC Game Pass at launch. New Call of Duty games will be added to Ultimate and PC Game Pass the following holiday season, usually a year later. There it is, you guys. Game Pass is cheaper. Bacon, what did you think of this news?
I mean, if I had my choices, I'd remove Fortnite Crew and streaming, and then keep Call of Duty. I mean, honestly, that would be the perfect
That's not
world for
happening.
me. I didn't say it was. I said in my perfect world, that's what would happen. So now I'm wrestling with the decision: do I go back to PC Game Pass because I don't play Fortnite? I thought I would. I don't. And I don't really stream, and I can afford to lose Ubisoft Plus, so I could pay $13.99 a month and then just buy COD outright and still save money, right? So that's kind of where I'm at. I think it's absolutely cool that they did this, because there's plenty of people out there that don't play Call of Duty and are paying higher Game Pass prices for Call of Duty being in there. It was a dramatic price increase for people who play, cozy games. Nissa, who does not play Call of Duty but is paying extra for Game Pass because Call of Duty is in there. So I fully back this decision. I love Call of Duty for about 2 months, and then I play other things for the rest of the year. So I'll just probably downgrade, and then the $100 savings I get, I'll buy COD, and I'll be no worse. But I like, and I also heard that there's a $5 tier coming out for, new people that only want 50 games and streaming. And so there's a lot of movement in the Game Pass arena right now. So give people options, give people choices. Don't force people to pay this. I also saw one where they're going to be picking Fallout 76 or World of Warcraft or whatever, and choosing your avenue. I mean, that's just like, how cool is that? I mean, it's got to be a pain for the accountants, but I'm game for it. You're muted,
Todd.
Jose.
I said it's not as hard as you think. I don't think
Okay.
in the back end. Sorry.
Sorry, Todd. Are you a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber? No, correct. You're PC.
No, I am, because I did
you
all
are.
the stacking and all
okay.
of the code deals that they had. So I finally stopped, and when mine expires in September, I'll go to PC, Game Pass PC, because it's a heck of a deal for Game Pass PC. I think the only thing that is lacking between Ultimate and PC is cloud, right?
Cloud and
So
Ubisoft
me-
Plus.
Okay, so that to me, that's I don't care about buying or playing Ubisoft's old catalog because you don't get the new games. It's not like Ubisoft Plus, whatever they call it. So for me, it's a no-brainer to be on PC. I already have a PC, might as well play there. I think the only thing lacking is the lack of cloud, but at this point, I'm just not that type of gamer. I do have a GameSir, which I recommend. If you get the GameSir controller, they have you a mobile controller. GameSir makes an excellent mobile controller.
Yeah, but isn't the thumbstick up top and the ABXY?
No. It's.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh yeah, go find it. But yeah, go find it.
But I think that is the thing. But I'm hoping maybe they offer an option on PC to add cloud. But your point, Bacon, I think I totally agree. And those PC gamers that want World of Warcraft or one of those subscriptions, I think it's an excellent deal. Because there's still those old lines of BattleNet is still over here doing its thing, and it's not in the Xbox PC store. It's a link, right? And so it's a little clunky. But I think that's great news. And to your point, I think we did the math, and if you remove Call of Duty, it's $96 a year that you're saving, so you can buy Call of Duty, and then buy the Battle Pass or whatever. Yeah. Yep. So it's a good deal. I like it.
Jose, you still have Game Pass, I think you're saying. I still do too, but mine's expiring in sometime next year. Very nice, Todd. Todd, pull it up. Dang, that does look nice. Todd's little game sure looks pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. Very nice. Is this enough, Jose? Bringing it down to 23. To me, it's still a little expensive. I don't know if I'm gonna renew my Game Pass. We'll see if Asha keeps talking and keeps actually producing. Gives me that platinum equivalent, and I actually see some actions continue. Maybe I will resubscribe to Game Pass. But what did you think? Is this gonna swing the needle in any way?
I mean, I'll be honest with you on that specific point. I think it's absolutely insane that you would not consider going back to Game Pass for just this year. And look,
I still have it stacked this year, so I don't have to worry
I'm saying
about this year.
In the context of, because we're really talking about people that either have canceled it or don't have it, right? Again, we're super fans.
Exactly. Are people going to come back for the $7 drop?
So in my opinion, based on what we've heard from other podcast shows, sister shows, all that stuff, is that quite a few people did drop when it went to 30. They were like, that was my line. I am not going above that. That's insane. But I think even before this news, there were people kind of teetering because of this year, right? Because of Gears, because of Fable, because of Halo, because of Forza. I think we were seeing some of that. So I think this is a very smart move in the grand scheme. And again, just from a pure mathematical sense, if you play games with any regularity that are not just those main ones, and again, because we've talked about them too, if you're only a FIFA person, an NBA 2K person, a Madden person, a COD person, that's fine, no judgment. But Game Pass is not for you. We've always talked about that, right? I think the reality is that this is such a crazy deal because $23. Right, let's just say times 10 is $230, easily $230 worth of value, probably $400 worth of value a year, pretty easily, at least this year, right? So if you're playing the games, the money is there. I'll be honest with you, I think this is great. I think it's Asha putting her money where her mouth is, which is wonderful. But this also does scare me a tiny bit. I know that's so weird, and this is just me being paranoid. Here's what I'm imagining happening, because Todd, I think, is really right, and that's something that we don't hear on a lot of shows, is that despite whether you like Asha or not, despite whether you think she supports fans or not, or is listening to fans or not, she has to be beholden to her boss, right? And where I think that it's different than with Phil and Sarah is that I think that by the time Phil and Sarah had been there for so long, right, they had kind of used up their quote-unquote favors for with who's our head of Microsoft right now? I'm blanking.
Satya.
Thank you. Sorry. And Xbox wasn't doing what he wanted, and we spent all this money on this acquisition, and it wasn't there. Avs just scored, by the way. Go Avs. But also, when they brought in Asha, I would imagine in closed doors, Asha said things like, look, Satya, I'm willing to take this on. I'm a badass, and she is, right? But if we're going to do this, I want to do it my way. And I'm gonna ask for some concessions, which means in the short term we might lose some money, right? That's what this is, right? This is a very clear power play on her part, not a bad one, right? I'm indifferent, honestly, other than I just like cheaper products. But my fear is that if this doesn't go well, or if it doesn't have the time to go well, either we're going to get a price jump anyway, or it lends to that argument that Game Pass is not the deal that Xbox thinks that they can make it, right? And those two things scare me because I again have benefited from Game Pass for so long. So again, I'm a believer. I'm a supporter. I'm happy to pay the $30. I'm thrilled to pay the $23, right? Like I'm on that side of it. But I think that we have to understand that this is a risk. The same way that if she said, like, my risk is I'm listening to the people, and the people say they want us to focus on console, we want us to reconsider exclusivity, they want us to develop our catalog, they want to see better branding, I will do all those things. But all those things come at a fiscal and a time cost, right? And so that's, I think, the asterisk that I'm kind of waiting for the shoe to drop is, does she have 6 months? Does she have a year? Does she have 5 years to allow these things to happen? Because I do think it's hard to argue against it. If you can do this for 2 or 3 years at this rate, and you can build the catalog and you can bring back their mainstream and you can develop cloud, this could be truly a powerhouse, but they have to give her the time, right? And that's the piece that is scary. Last thing I'll say with COD leaving, I would have paid for COD every year before it was on Game Pass, and I played so much of it.
See, I was going to say that, Jose. Am I the only one here who's mad about COD leaving? Like, to me, that was a big benefit because I don't feel like we were buying Call of Duty every year. I didn't start buying it until regularly, and I was pumped that it's been in there because I would have been pissed if I had bought in Black Ops 7. I'll just be perfectly honest. I'm glad that wasn't Game Pass.
I mean,
so
I bought it. I had bought the last couple after.
It was after Modern Warfare. No, we only bought Modern Warfare, and that was about it, Jose. I'm telling you, we weren't really. But to be fair, we were waiting to see what happened with Black Ops 6 on Game Pass, and it did go to Game Pass, and
right?
that was amazing. One of the best Call of Duties.
So
I didn't buy Vanguard.
You're right.
Nobody did.
I'm happy that it was there. I am bummed that it was leaving because again, I was happy to pay the 30, right? But I also think Bacon makes a fair point that if I wasn't a COD person and I'm paying a $7 extra a month for this IP that I won't use, I see the benefit. And again, for me, even if COD is $80, I will get $80 out of that game when it comes out. Playing with just you and Deja and Bacon, like just you three. You know what I'm saying? So, again. Lots of moves. It's cool to see. It's just cool to see Xbox in the news for some positivity, honestly.
Can I tell you what my fear is?
Go ahead.
That's a dangerous precedent that other titles can be
correct.
Removed.
Can be removed from Game Pass. Other first-party games, exactly.
Yeah. That's ultimately my fear. If we accept it once, we'll accept it twice, we'll accept it 3 times.
My counter to that would be is maybe they do offer those certain tiers, like you were saying, Bacon, and one of them needs to be Xbox first party, because that was the main reason why I was gonna. Some of these third parties and some of these indies are great, but I don't necessarily need those either. I play for the first party stuff. So some comments in here. Eric said, I think Microsoft is smart enough to know that Xbox is not going to be very profitable if it's dead. They know the brand needs to be repaired, and they're willing to pay that price. We'll see, Eric. Diego, this is like a red ring of death situation. Asha is saying, look, we got to do it the right way to get it right. Maybe, I hope you're right, Diego. And Nessa said, Jez on a show explained why the price went up because of COD. I'm wondering about that. I'm wondering, like, how much did people not buy COD and bought Game Pass subscription? I would have loved to have seen the details on that, because I'm wondering how many people were really utilizing Game Pass to play Call of Duty, or if it really hurt sales as much as maybe Black Ops 6, 7 was just a bad game and didn't sell particularly well this year. Go ahead, Todd.
I've got a trivia question.
Okay.
Since 2009, how often has Call of Duty not been the #1 game?
0 times until this
sales per year.
So they've been top
I
every
would
year
say
except for this year.
Dan, you're wrong. Sadly, because do you know that Grand Theft Auto 5 was #1 in 2013?
Okay. So
do you also know that? Okay, I'll give you an example.
Battlefield,
Dead Redemption 2 in 2018.
Okay, so any Rockstar game.
And then 2023.
That's right,
Legacy.
Hogleg. I forgot about that. Yeah.
But yes, you're right. And then Battlefield 6. And guess what place Call of Duty ended in 2025?
4th.
6.
Bacon?
3rd.
I guess Jose was closest. It was 5th. But it was behind NBA 2K, Borderlands 4, and Monster
Borderlands
Hunter
is crazy,
Wilds.
dude.
So that's what I'm
crazy.
saying. So the question becomes, would the people that it was number one when Black Ops 6 was there, which was the first year it was on Game Pass. So I'm just wondering that did Battlefield 6 eat its lunch and pull people away from Call of Duty
and
based
what else
reviews?
came out? What else was big last year? There was and then Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders was awesome and came out last year. That was another. I'm not saying it outsold it, but it was a big
Ops 6
hit.
was number 10, so maybe Black Ops 6.
Dude, I'm telling you, Black Ops 6 was great, dude.
I don't know.
It's
It was
crazy.
weird.
It's just very weird.
It is
And
crazy.
Maybe it's not a good idea to put 2 Black Ops releases.
Oh yeah,
back to
and they
back
said
to
they're
back.
not doing that. Yeah, I think there's a lot of factors.
I don't know. Yeah, I agree, but I think the absolute point is making everybody
Cheaper.
pay for a game that not everybody enjoys, and some people don't want to rent Call of Duty. Some people just want to own it. So I think
Correct.
the good news is with this price change, it allows those who don't want to just set and forget it, and people that actually say, "Hey, remind me to cancel Game Pass when there's not a big game," because you don't have to subscribe all year, guys.
Right.
It could
You
be
do once a month.
$23 a month, 1 month, or all the months. So make practical decisions.
I think it's good that they're getting the price down, no doubt. I mean, that is a big deal. And if they could get it to that $20 sweet spot, I think it would be even better. And like Bacon has mentioned in our text, or I've seen other people talk, get rid of Fortnite Crew and get rid of the Ubisoft. Hell, I'd even be happy if they got rid of the EA stuff and get it to $20 or less. I think that would be better. 20 and 15 for PC, or what is PC Gamer? Even 12 back to where it was. I think that'd be a huge win. I like Gentle Stone's comment here. The language now reads major day one releases, not all first party games day one. This slope is a slippery one and the first step is the hardest. Eric, everything went against COD last year. It wasn't just Game Pass. It was the rebirth of Battlefield and the fact that it is the worst COD has been ever. It's up there, Eric.
It was pretty bad.
Well, here the campaign was terrible, but the multiplayer actual
was fine.
experience,
It was
multiplayer
fun.
was actually solid. The actual multiplayer PvP stuff was actually good. I wouldn't say it was as good as Black Ops or other games, but it was solid. Let's move on to the next news story here, you guys. And I wanted to hear your thoughts on this. Tom Warren over at The Verge tweeted this out. And I know it's not affecting us right now, but I want to start thinking about it. Sony is rolling out PlayStation age verification in the United Kingdom. You'll need to verify that you're 18 and plus in June to keep accessing features like messaging and voice chat. More details were in the Verge article here. Guys, how do we feel about this? Is this
Full support.
Yep.
really? Because I see a lot of people like your boy Bacon, oh no, is Alex, is freaking out
Oh,
about
he always
this.
is freaking out.
About having to submit our government IDs for more ways for these companies to track us, to see our age.
Dan, they know your age. Like the second you were born and you have a birth certificate, they know your age.
Right.
Yes, but do
You ever
they know
Google
that
yourself?
I'm Daddy D Wally on Xbox talking trash to the kids?
I mean this
Everybody knows.
in a loving way. No one cares.
I agree. In general, to me, I'm like, I'm not against this. I mean, I always say it. You have one of these around, the government, everything is tracking you at all times with your cell phone in more ways than you can ever. Every app in here is tracking your data and selling
He's
your
absolutely
data.
right.
To me, I'm with you. I feel like this is, I don't know if it's a good thing, but I like the idea of, I don't know, protecting younger kids and players and having to, I don't know. I don't know. Todd, what you were kind of, I don't know. You
I know they tried to. I know there's rumors about Discord doing this for a while.
Yes, and by the way, Microsoft also said they were going to do this in like Malaysia or something. So it's only a matter of time that this is going to be coming to the United States.
And I don't think this is. I think this is going to be like everybody's going to have to do this to play in the UK. So I think this is more of a government situation than PlayStation. I think it's going to have to be compliance. But to your point, I mean, certain things I feel a little uncomfortable, like taking a picture and then putting it, of my ID, doing that. I mean, I have to do that with certain things anyway. So
But why? Why? Like, even if like someone has a picture of your, I don't know, like your license.
Well, I mean, but this is the interesting part. In the United States, I would say a lot less kids are actually getting driver's licenses.
Which is stupid, insane, Todd.
Which is
I've
weird.
heard, psycho.
Yeah.
That is, Jose, that is psycho.
So do you just put your social in? Is that safer? Do you just put a social
No,
in?
I mean,
Because that's part of your big identification.
I'd
I
rather
think
put
that's
my
worse.
license
Yeah,
in
I'd
my
rather put my
social.
license. I
We want
agree.
PlayStation having our social.
Well,
I just don't know if I want them to hold this
It's
stuff because
it's funny you say that, Todd,
data
because
leaks, right?
just recently YouTube told me my personal channel was going to lose features unless I uploaded a picture of my driver's license, and of course I did because I'm like I support my YouTube. I enjoy my YouTube channel. And
Was that
whatever
YouTube
features-
spelled YOUTUB?
No, it was
Dan?
it was legit. I scanned and
Okay.
coded everything, and like it was legit YouTube. But
I just don't have my data lost by a company.
so Eric says it's not the government knowing that's worrisome. It's the companies storing your most sensitive data without any real standard for the security of that data. That like this is Sony weird. He's like, I mean, I just saw a bunch of tweets about the Sony hack, the annual anniversary of the
RIP.
famous PlayStation 3 hack, which was crazy, by the way, all you Zoomers out there. When that happened, I was there, and I remember laughing, Bacon. I remember I was on Xbox Live, so I was like, those PS3 suckers, who cares about this? This is what you get. But Bacon, any thoughts
Greg
on
Miller
this?
and Colin do a podcast on
Oh,
that,
dude, it was
like a
incredible.
fireside
Oh, it was
chat on
awesome. It was awesome. Yeah, go back and listen to that. That was a Beyond episode where they were just absolutely annihilating Sony
dark days
during
of
the PlayStation hack. It's incredible content. I actually just was really listening to it recently and cracking up because it was hilarious. Bacon, what are your thoughts on showing your ID for PlayStation and probably Xbox here and Steam with the credit card thing? Someone mentioned that. I don't like that. Go ahead.
You're in this day and age when all your information's everywhere anyway. Who cares? It's an extra step, and I get Alex is angry. Alex is angry a lot. Alex, he gets angry. That's why Alex is Alex. Like I said, I didn't even think about it being Sony and their notorious hack. So I would be concerned if I was a Sony guy and put my information out there. But I mean, if the end result protects one kid from something somewhere at some time, the minor inconvenience of taking a picture of my ID and attaching it to my Xbox account, if you're going to get hacked, if you're going to get your identity stolen, your identity can get stolen 400 different ways, gentlemen. I'm like I said, if it protects one child,
freight conductor,
one child somewhere, and if their parents can't upload it and don't want to upload, they don't get the chat, which is the reason that these kids are getting preyed on or whatever that's going on. I'm not in that world. I don't prey on the
Bacon
kids.
confirmed, not predator.
Yeah, so I don't know how this happens. I don't know how I understand how a parent could miss their kid talking to a 48-year-old man on Roblox. I don't know, but like I said, if it saves one kid, protects one kid,
Gotcha.
well worth it.
Eric, or not Eric. Go ahead, Todd.
I was going to say, all I will say to Dan and Jose, you've got kids. Kids are sneaky.
Oh, I know.
Kids are
You
liars.
and your wife better hide your IDs somewhere because your kids are going to be showing that they're a 48-year-old principal playing Roblox.
48.
How do you know
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
playing Roblox right now? Tom?
Sorry, not 48. Sorry, Jose. Yeah.
No,
And
but it's
Bacon's
funny.
just
Actually,
going to like say, hey, kid, I
Yeah,
can sell you
Bacon,
my
there you go.
picture to get in line.
Ooh,
Hello,
there'd be a
fellow
market
kids.
for that.
There you go. Like it's like the guy selling beer to kids at this outside the liquor store.
Freight Conductor said, my social security got hacked with Equifax, so who cares about my driver's license? And Freight also said, I can send parental controls all day long on my kid's profile, but then they turn around and create a new profile that says they're 35. My middle child has burner
Kid's
phones
like a drug dealer. He's
for
got burner?
days.
Kids have burner phones?
Sounds like Freight's got some
All
rebellious
day
kids.
bacon.
Jesus.
Jose, closing thoughts on this? It's just a good thing, right? You're all for it.
Yeah, and look, man. I agree with all those things, and the truth is, like, again, man, I am just firmly in the camp of like about 10 years ago, all our stuff is there in so many places, in our banks, in our Costco cards, in our jobs, and like, look, man, the truth is that it can happen to anybody at any time. Freight's a great example. Like, it's just bad luck. It's not that you're doing anything wrong, but the other side of that is that we probably all tend to use the same 2 to 3 passwords, or we recycle them, despite us all knowing we shouldn't do that, right? So it's
or they're all tied to my Apple, whatever the passwords,
Secure
key,
Enclave.
So if somebody gets that, sorry, you've got all my
LastPass.
passwords.
but here's the other reason why I think this is such a great thing. I think there is a significant problem. This is me, right? But I think there's a significant problem that for those parents that are not gamers, right? That didn't grow up gaming, that have kids that want to game. They don't know how to teach them how to game. And I don't mean like the controller and winning. I mean understanding the online place.
Yeah.
And here's my
social
fear
media.
is that when you have games like COD, not to call out them, but just as an example, and you get into a lobby, you hear truly some of the most like vulgar, offensive stuff that is not really representative of the real world. Like you just don't. And I think they're trying to police that more. I like that they have stuff that they're trying to monitor. I appreciate that. But the reality is that anytime we don't even get in voice chats anymore, we're in our own Discord chat because it's just honestly like rubbish that you hear all the time. And the problem is that when you have kids hear that, they normalize that, right? They think that that's what you're supposed to do. They think that's how the world works. And the other part, unfortunately, I'm telling you this as an educator, they then do that in real life. They think that is how people talk to each other, and they think that's what's reasonable, and it is 100% not. And I'm not on a soapbox. I'm just saying little things like this are good ways to try to fight against that. And it's going to take generations for that to get fixed. It's not like this is going to fix itself in a year or 2 years or 5 years, but I think we have to do something. And the bummer for us is this is the UK. This isn't going to happen in America for 20 years, unfortunately.
You think?
Right? I wish it was sooner. But I think it's worth that we got to do something, because as a gamer that I love this and I want this for my children, but even I have to sit down and be like, I know one day, like Penelope, my 11-year-old's asked me about Fortnite, which she watched me play Fortnite the other day. We got a victory. I know the day is going to come where she's going to say, I want to play Fortnite. And that's fine. But then there's going to come a day where she's going to be online and she's going to hear people talk to her.
Does Fortnite have?
No, they don't have open.
Yeah, they don't.
lobbies.
Yeah, they're locking it down because they want your kid playing and buying those Fortnite bucks.
Yeah. Well, I got Fortnite crew right now. But but my point is that there's gonna come a day if she continues down this path where you're gonna be in that, and I want her to know that she can come to me and I can be like, ignore them. That's not normal. But not every kid has that, and that's so unfortunately. I think we need this. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, great point. And I will say though, for games like Fortnite, and even I was thinking about it, I didn't realize I turned off some stuff on the Xbox for Grayson, but I didn't realize I was like, oh my God, he's playing the Eliminator. Those are real players that he's interacting with. But thankfully, in Forza and like Halo or Fortnite, there's no voice comms.
There's no
and you
proximity
can
chat.
only there you can only do like a little message like, "Hey, want to race?" and like the stupid shit that what's her face, the AI in the game can
Dan, you know how you solve that? You just put them on the Switch, and then nobody's online.
True, but I will give credit but like Jose's saying, because I grew up with this, because I'm a gamer, I have that stuff on lockdown. I have the Xbox app to monitor the parental controls. I have the Nintendo one. I know when I get the notification when he's trying to sneak on his Switch in the middle of the night. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? I know what you're trying to do.
I get iPad alerts of even when the code's been put in.
Exactly, when your incorrect code has been entered, I'm like, you sneaky SOB. But yeah, but we're different. We are not boomers, or we are tech literate. So
Your kids all have phones?
no,
Absolutely
never. No, I'm not gonna let my kid get a phone his whole high school,
go.
if that.
But
Yeah,
I will
so-
say,
that's the best way to do it.
I'm gonna wait as long as possible. So hashtag welcome to Pro Dad Skills, said at the Nerd Chat podcast. And Pro Dad Skills is late. Can't believe I'm late. You've been messing up. We had a great discussion at the beginning of Pro Dad Skills. You have to go back, watch the VOD. Sorry about
I
that.
will say my favorite Dan is COD Lobby's Dan though. When he puts the
Yeah, it is funny. I was gonna say
voices,
I do.
The southern accent
yeah.
on. It is fun.
Hey, what's going on there, brother? What's going on tonight? We ready to game? Is everyone having a good night tonight?
Push that ejector, would you?
Hey man, what are you doing, bro? Hey, come on, man. So Diego said, oh no, someone said that my password is something Housewives related. No, you're wrong. That was Diego, right? No, Diego. It would be something or Real Housewives of
Forever.
or the Beverly or Housewives. What is it? Whatever. It would be something Bravo related. Come on, what are you talking about?
Below
It'd be
Deck.
The Real Housewives.
That was your
Real Housewives of
password, Dan.
OC. That would be my password.
okay.
Something like
Aren't you
that. And then
Dan
like,
Wilder guy too.
my
Van
birthday.
Wilder one.
Eric has the counterpoint for you guys. Eric said, I grew up in the COD lobbies and I turned out fine. Ellipsis. It's the quiet kids
Eric's
playing
really
JR-
fine.
He says it's the quiet kids playing their JRPGs alone in the basement. You got to worry about it. He's not wrong. He's those
My
tend to be.
brother-in-law.
So there you go. See, there you go, you guys. Guys, we've got a couple more news stories here, but I really wanted to get Bubble Boy's opinion on these. So let's save those for when Bubble Boy returns, because the Assassin's Creed stuff I definitely want to talk to him about, and some of these other ones. So let's save it, guys. Let's jump into nerd chat shout outs, Jose.
We got one from Nissa.
I know. Jose, we've got one nerd chat shout out, Jose. Jose.
There you go.
Nissa in the nerd chat Discord wrote in. I know you guys are going to talk about the exclusives thing in the blog post, but could you talk about the other initiatives and awesome things that they talked about in that whole post? Because there's some really awesome things in there that are great for us gamers.
I feel like we did that.
What were the other things, Nissa?
They're only
Bacon?
16.
Does anyone know what Nissa's talking about?
Well, she's just talking about like
Eric said I
price.
sent Bacon a nerd chat shout out.
He did. He sent it to me on Xbox, weirdly enough. This said, bring this up on the show tonight that
What?
Xbox rules. So
Okay, thanks, Eric. All right, Jose, what is the Eric thing, the positive thing that's coming out of the We Are Xbox memo?
Is it the affordable console? It's like that.
Well, it's
with
like her
the
10
four
tenets.
things
It's
and
the four things of hardware and
we
software.
hit a lot
and-
of them.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
touched
guess you're
on
right.
all of them.
Is there one you guys are most excited about or happiest about? Maybe.
Good question, Todd.
Exclusives
Good
coming
question. I think I don't know actually. Do you have one, Todd?
I'm just trying to remember where the thing is. I'm trying to find the picture of the image of the thing. Jose, can you put that up or something? Like
Okay,
can you put, like,
the one point I really liked was protect our art, like Bacon said. I do like that. Whatever that means, that vague statement means. I'd
What
like
that
to
look
think
like?
I'd like to think, like you said, protect our IP, make it a priority
it was
on
protect
Xbox.
our art, right?
First.
Are we talking about
Yes.
like AI theft?
I
Put it in
mean-
the chat right now for-
I don't understand that. Like, what does that mean?
Oh, I agree. Lower prices on consoles. Where was that? She said something about things being more affordable, but until I see,
Yeah.
until I see, okay, Xbox will be built to be affordable, personal, and open. Yeah, I agree, Nissa. That's nice writing, but she doesn't say consoles. She just says Xbox, and then she goes into a flexible pricing to keep you playing. So this to me sounds like more Game Pass tweaks. But what did you guys see this new refresh logo that Pro Dad Skills is talking about?
Yeah, it's like green outline. It's cool. It's the Xbox logo.
Yeah, I mean, I liked just the black and the white one too for the series consoles. I think, come on, Casual Dad Skills. You're buying into the hype, aren't you? So
I do
go ahead, Todd.
like make cloud play feel native faster.
Yeah, that's another one that
because
stood out.
NVIDIA GeForce Now
Yep, great.
is I would say a top tier.
Yep.
And if you make
I heard
that
Stadia was
cloud,
good too.
I saw my
Okay, never
Stadia
mind.
I heard
controller
Luna
portal.
was great too.
Yeah,
Where are they
that's
at?
dead too. But if they can get that right, I mean, I think that's where they bring people in that maybe can't afford a new console, but they want to play Xbox
Yeah.
games. So I mean,
I agree.
if they can nail that, because I think what are we on Series S or X? I mean, for their like hardware for the cloud, so they've got the horsepower. It's just that I guess it's what is it, Bacon? What is it that or Jose? What is the feel like the feel, the less of lag and those type of things?
Yeah.
Maybe when it gets pixelated.
Latency.
Yeah, because
Like
I don't
the
know
end
what
user
GeForce does.
experience.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you don't want bad sound, you don't want pixelation, you want all
Yeah,
those
I
things
agree.
to just work. Yeah,
You
so
want
maybe
chugging.
if they can nail that, that's a cool feature that they could lead in cloud. But I don't know where cloud stands right now. I don't know.
Oh, and Casual Dad Skills. No, move past the black logo. It's just a few shades of green. Let's not get crazy here. Casual Dad Skills. And Ashes to Ashes also said, I feel like there will be a full exclusives to the ecosystem, timed exclusives and day and date. What a hideous controller. And day and date games. Just hoping they make it clear per game, only on Xbox first, etc. Ashes, I got news for you. You're never going to see an only on Xbox ever again. So keep dreaming on that one. Freddy Conductor said Stadia was actually top tier with their tech. It was just weird implementations of the library. I told you it was supposed to be good. Gentlestone, an Xbox phone. Yeah, the Windows phone is dead. And that's not coming back. And Diego says everyone is also calling it a new logo when it's just a more stylized version of their logo. I agree. It's stylized. Bacon's falling asleep over there, guys. So let's move into what have we been playing and or watching. I'll throw it over to Bacon. Bacon, since you're passing out watching the game and talking on this podcast and you're too busy for us, what have you been playing or watching?
I'm close to Actually, I'm over 30 hours into Hades 2.
Good God.
I've got 8 clears as we speak. I should beat it tomorrow and then get on the grind for the 1,000 out of 1,000, which probably take me another 70 hours, I think. It's a monster, but added a ton of stuff from when I played it in early access on Steam. Like so much more content. It's ridiculous. I was actually, my jaw was open. Huh? When did this? I know they
Bacon,
added some.
How many worlds are in it? Like I'm into world 2.
That's a spoiler. That's a spoiler. You can't say that. You have to
You can
talk
say
about
a
off
number.
stream. No, that's a spoiler. That's a spoiler. Don't say
We'll
it.
talk about it off stream.
That's a spoiler, guys. That's a detail to the game for people who haven't played it. You talk about that off stream.
Well,
No.
We'll talk off stream.
technically.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But that's it. That's all I've been playing. Like every night till 2 a.m.
It's true.
Like it's ridiculous. That
Jose-
game has got me.
Go ahead. I saw you've been playing Hades too.
Yeah,
tell
man.
us your thoughts on that, and what else have you been playing, if anything?
It's great, man. I did not play the early access like Bacon did. I did play Hades 1. I did not beat Hades 1. And I don't know what at the time, like why I didn't get into it more. Maybe I just like didn't understand the mechanics or maybe something else came out. But I mean, it was a cool game. It was pretty, I love the premise. I love Greek mythology and stuff, but I didn't finish it. And so with this one being a little bit more, it's not really horror just because she's a witch and stuff, but it just like piqued my interest. But it's really good, dude. Like it feels really good. The gameplay is fun. I'm to the point where I'm unlocking like some new weapons and trying them out, and do not like the magic one. Usually that is what I like. I did not like it. So I'm
It
going
gets
back to
better when you upgrade it.
I would imagine so. But that has been really fun, and I've enjoyed that piece of it. I also have been playing Ragnarok, just again trying to get through it. I mean, I'm thinking like
Trying to
20. That sounds not wrong. It's not that I'm trying to get through. I'm enjoying the story. I like the characters. I like the action. The gameplay's fun. The fights are fun. I like the pairing a lot. Like just because I've gotten used to that mechanic so much because of all the like the FromSoft games. I think I'm about 26 hours in right now on Ragnarok. So those are the two major things. I did download Replaced. I have not played Replaced because I'm trying to get through
that.
these
Yeah.
first. I think I mentioned this last week. I tried the beta of Kiln. Kiln dropped tonight. I don't think I'm going back in right now. It's one of those where I'd want to play with my friends.
I thought it was
I think it's full release,
Fully
isn't it?
Full release was today, I think.
Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay.
And it's, again, my early thoughts on Kiln, cool game, and I love Double Fine. It's one of those where, like, if I can convince Dan and Bacon and maybe Chance or Logan or somebody to play for, like, a Friday night, it's fun. Like, we'll have a great one-night fun playing it if it's on Game Pass, and then we'll never play it again, basically. And I know that sounds mean. I'm not being critical. It's just not the type of game that we play.
Perfect
my
Game
daughters would
Pass.
probably like it a lot more, right? It's just not for my... It's not in my repertoire, basically. But other than that, just trying to get ready for some stuff upcoming. I mean, honestly, I've just been watching a bunch of, like, old... horror movies. I've been watching like all the old Leprechaun movies while I'm working at night. God, they're so bad. They're so
my
bad.
God.
Doing
Jennifer Aniston.
Because I always
First
put on,
movie.
that's why
Leprechaun.
I put on horror movies while I'm working at night because I don't need to watch it. I just need something on. And they all came up on
Podcasts.
Peacock.
So wait.
No, I
so
can't
Bacon-
listen. I
YouTube
have to focus on my
videos.
work.
Sorry, Jose, are you going to be watching Leprechaun in the Hood and then a Leprechaun in Space?
I just watched Leprechaun in Space. Leprechaun in the Hood maybe tonight while I edit the show.
Where
As
does
a kid,
one,
I was like
where
afraid
does
of
one
them.
find those? That's my question.
All of them are right now on Peacock. All of them in a row.
Yeah, I believe that.
That's why I was
Why
just
didn't you
was
watch
like,
those in St. Patrick's Day, Jose? You're doing it wrong.
well, I probably won't watch them again after this. I'll be honest. It's like
I don't
a
think I've
farewell.
seen any of them but the first.
All right.
That's more than enough.
I want to. Eric said. Oh, by the way, Ashes to Casual Pro Dad Skills said that he is clipping my statement that we're never going to see a Pro or an Xbox exclusive again. Asha, Prove me wrong. Eric says, Dan, will you eat 8 JBCs if Xbox releases an exclusive? No, but I will do the 60 nuggets challenge if that happens. It has to be a true console only exclusive.
60?
So not
What's
PC.
the ounces
Is that too
equivalent
much,
to that?
Jose? 40? Should I do 50? 40?
I think the limit's like 390. You'll be all right.
And what else? Any other people? A lot of people are excited about Kiln. Ashley said they'll play with you. Korn just released a song for Diablo 4. That's actually
Korn?
pretty Replaced is great. Can't wait to play that out. That will be. I'll get to that after. I got to finish Silent Hill F. God, I just have avoided playing that game now. Diego says, so far so good on Replaced, but I've only played for like an hour. Gentlestone says Xbox needs a Switch porting team, experts that can get the most of this. I agree. I don't know what's taking them so long for. Everyone's saying 60 nuggets, by the way, for the challenge. So PC is an Xbox platform? No, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. See, that's why.
Yeah,
Freight
you're never
says
gonna
60 is
well,
weak sauce.
You'll
Oh
never
my
see an
Dude, yeah,
Xbox
well-
exclusive then.
That's
If
what I'm
that-
saying.
If that's the terminology that PC's not included, then you'll never see it again.
I said Xbox console exclusive.
Yes.
Anyway, we can talk about this. Why do I have to do all the eating challenges? Why can't these other guys? I'm not doing
I'll join
eating
you.
challenges until these other guys
not
are
gonna do
joining.
60,
I'm on
but I'll join you
Ozempic.
with
My
some
stomach's
nuggets.
like this big, bro.
The rest are staying,
No,
Dan.
your
The rest
stomach
are
is not
staying.
shrinking, Bacon. Your mind is
feels
not
like it
selling
is.
you signals to eat
like,
more.
Drinking water, I'm like,
Diego says, I did 40 a long time ago as a challenge, and I'm not going to lie. Those last nuggets were tough to get down. I thought it was going to be easy peasy. Oof, it scared me, Diego.
nuggets are getting rocked right now.
Ugh, let's not talk about that. I'll go quickly. Like I said, I've just been playing Saint Slayer like a freaking fiend. I wanted to be the first, you guys, because I looked at the PSN profiles and I was like, oh my god, I have a chance. And Xbox True Achievements, I was like, I gotta be the first civilian. Of course, I'm the first civilian to get not a dev, not Colin getting all the unlocks. First civilian.
That's cool, man. That's
I
cool.
really like this game, you guys. And like I said, check out the review. If you will only like it as much as me as if you like NES action platformers like that. Todd, I think you'll like it. I also think you're
Dan's
gonna
in
get pissed.
Big Lily Mo's pocket.
I love their
Big Lily
games.
Mo's pocket.
He does.
It's
love
no
those.
doubt. I have physical copies of Habroxia and Super Perils of.
No,
have
it
you
looks
played
fun.
them?
It looks
Have you
fun.
played those
Yeah.
games? Go play Habroxia if you like Gradius
Well, this one
3.
looks cool because it's like DuckTales cross
Yes.
Castlevania.
If you like Gradius, I don't know how you say it on Super Nintendo, go play
Gradius.
Habroxia. Gradius.
Life
If you
Force.
like Super Mario World, go play Super Perils of Bacon. Bacon played
Perils
Super
was
Perils. These are good NES, SNES style games. I'm not just like hyping them up because of that. I genuinely like Lily Bo games. Colin does the writing, and I'm not blown away by his writing. That's all he does. So I'm not like it's not like he's like a huge game dev. He does the writing. Dan, did you actually play through it 100% 3 times? No, I did it 4 times. Eric.
Dang.
4 times. Yes, I did it on Steam, Xbox, PS4, PS5. I'm a freak. I can do those levels in my sleep. And Todd, before I throw it over to you, you should get it. It's only $10. Speaking of, Bacon spent more on his one.
Can I get it on
burger.
Switch too?
Yes, it's on all the games are available everywhere.
That makes sense.
It's
I've
a
got some
great
credit on
game.
there, and it seems like the perfect system for it.
And they
Oh, yeah.
just released an update on Steam. It's coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Switch later, which I saw a lot of great changes to accessibility, to levels, to difficulty, some feedback on like some of the stuff. I can send you the link on the updates. They're doing a great job. Like they genuinely are doing a good job. I did read a lot of comments, a lot of feedback. People think it's really hard. I can see that again if you had not played games like this. But if you have played this at all, you're going to be like, okay, I get it. You just need to, you just don't get hit, get good. Todd, by the way, also making progress in Super Meat Boy 3D. I'm on the last world. I have 3 levels to go. I've beaten all A+ on the light world. I've beaten all the dark world. I'm about to finish Super Meat Boy 3D, all levels completed. Yes,
That's wild.
I'm a true gamer.
You are.
You are.
Okay.
You are the real MVP. Dan.
And if I really wanted to, Bacon, I think I could go for the A+ and the Dark World too. Did Todd just get hit by something? He looks like he just took a.
By Skeletor back there.
Skeletor got me. I'm so excited for you. I realized I got to show something. It's showing.
It's Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy.
Super
Is it
Meatball.
the Meat Boy?
Super Meatball Boy.
Show me.
Okay, well, I think this applies to. I don't know how many people still own the Switch 2. Bacon, still get your Switch 2?
I have mine 2 times.
Dan, okay. If you are going to play on the Switch 2, I highly recommend getting some Pro Joy-Cons.
No,
I don't care where you get them from.
Nitro Deck.
These are the MOBA pad, or sorry, these are the Hyperion Nixie Hyperion 3. But they are amazing. They are awesome. They're great. They have all the great features. They're overpriced though. But I got these for free because I canceled them. They still sent them to me. So I got those. Pretty awesome. But the MOBA pad 12 HD, they're $60. They're amazing. They have all the features of the Joy-Cons. They're great. And you no longer need basically a grip. So get those. They're amazing. These are great.
Or Todd, you can spend $10 on this plastic shell that adds a handheld grip.
Is that the
Switch
Raven one?
right here? Yes. How'd you know that?
Because I own that
Yeah,
too.
it's a Savage Raven with
And
the case.
Yes, I got the case and I got that too. So I'm
It's
like,
great.
throw that in the trash or I'll sell it. And I'll go there.
for cheap, it is a good solution, and this will go to Grayson. You have to, but yeah, I actually recommend what Todd's saying, or check out the Nitro Deck. I have the Nitro Deck.
That's coming out for $100.
That's later.
We're getting these awesome Joy-Cons. Nintendo will never do this, but they're leaving money on the table.
Mine's dead.
Yep. Your Switch 2 is dead.
I haven't touched it.
Yeah, he doesn't boot that up. He should have just told me his.
But Bacon, they just added like 3 weird games on the NSO for NES. I mean, come on, turn it on for that.
Hey,
It's
Todd,
weird.
what do you think of Eric's comment here? He says, I don't think the Switch 2 battery life lasts long enough for my tires to get. Mine has lasted. I haven't ever had a problem where I'm like, man, I wish it lasted longer. Yeah, maybe
I just want a real controller on my Switch.
Yeah, I agree. The little baby buttons, the little baby.
I mean, just break a Nintendo Pro
To be
controller in half
fair-
and slap it on.
To be fair, there is something I think it does still feel, even though the screen is huge, it does still feel holdable, and it has to be ergonomic for kids too. So I think
You can give them back the old Switch Joy-Cons on. That's fine.
I don't know. One more thing, Todd. Diego says I'm killing it. I am gaming. I'm gaming like a crazy man. I really am, and I'm still playing Silent Hill F as
Dan's
well.
on fire.
Eric says, Dan, you're a legit gamer. Xbox needs you.
Dan,
they're trying to win me back.
You
were
a
supposed to
1,000
destroy the
Todd
Switch.
points.
Thank you, Todd, for giving me his 1,000. I don't know what that means. Not as cool as a platinum trophy, but thank you, Todd. I appreciate it. Battery dies in less than 2 hours. What is he playing? He
That's-
must be playing like Cyberpunk or something,
Right.
Jose, because I don't know
That's wild.
how.
Well, he's got the screen 100% up. He's
And he's playing
watching.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Todd, what have you been playing or watching?
So I just want to give a shout out to the greatest deal in gaming, GameFly.
Oh my God, here we go, guys.
GameFly. Guess what they sent me? Resident Evil 9 has been beaten from GameFly. I sent
Nice.
it back.
What'd you
And
think?
now, I love the game. It's amazing. Once I got
Where does it
over kind of
rank?
I think it is between. Wow, I'm going to look at this. I would say RE4 Remake is probably my favorite.
Okay,
Just
RE2
because
better, but
love
okay,
RE4.
I respect
think
that.
The new one was so great because they added the extra Ada Wong content, which was amazing, which I never played for some reason because I played it on the GameCube. Then I would say I really enjoyed. I enjoyed 9.
RE2.
Sorry, 8. I really enjoyed 8. I don't know why
Okay.
people hated that
8 was
game. I
good,
really
Todd.
did.
It was
Good,
I
but not
loved
better
the
than 7.
aesthetic. But 7's amazing, and then I would
Put 9.
probably So I think this is between
Got it. Top 5
7
for you.
and 9.
Okay.
Or 7
But
and
better
8.
than 2 for you? Better than RE2 remake? Wow, somebody permabad Todd.
It's
I'm moving
close there. I mean, it's close. But I would say Resident Evil is probably my favorite series. The only game I disliked was 6.
on. Oh, terrible. Just
I
god
know.
awful.
So yeah. So I did that. So I loved the game, really enjoyed it, and I really was a little concerned about the balance between Grace. Like, it seems like you played her so much in the first half, and then on the second half it was all Leon. So it was like a weird kind of balance and pacing, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. I loved some of the open world feel of it, and that area where you're on top of the building with the glass is top tier game design. It's fun. It's great. But Capcom's killing it this year. So I got
Pragmata.
because Pragmatics. I think it's because
Pragmata.
because I think the
Pragmata, that's what it
Pragmatics.
is. 'Cause
I
that's
just
what-
started playing this. This game feels like that era of
hear good
Capcom,
things, yeah.
when it was like, what were they making? Like, was it Frozen Planet or
Lost
Frozen
Planet.
Lost Planet? Capcom was like doing some really cool games. This game controls so well. It's so fun. And they added this amazing mechanic of, you have your shooting, you can get upgrades and things like that. But they added your little AI companion, Diana, which is so weird. The fact that they decided, we're going to make a little girl AI on this thing. And I'm like, is somebody a perv? It just doesn't make any sense at all, because she acts like a little girl, but she is smart. She unlocks things, and she climbs on your deck. So it's kind of like the Big Daddy and what the little girls, what are they called in BioShock?
Big Daddy, Little Sister? Is it Little Sister?
It kind of reminds me of that dynamic where Diana's on your shoulder and she's doing like this. You pause time and then you can then basically freeze these
hack 'em,
robots, but it's like a little hack puzzle, and it's fun and it's very cool, and you can play around with it. I think it's ingenious. It's about 11 or 12 hours from what I've heard, so it's perfect length, just like Resident Evil 9.
That's what she said.
And I'm just really enjoying it. So highly recommend it if you can afford it. It's $70. Totally get it. But it's worth
might
your
be
time and
a
money.
wish list sale for me.
I think so, because I think it'll still be there, and it's a great game. But then I was on 1 Hour One Decision. That show has not been released yet to talk about Replaced. Chris, John, and I have been talking about this game for a long time. It finally came out, so we played it. We had a very good discussion about it. Good. But we basically stopped around the 1 hour mark, but I got farther than anybody else did. So I will say this game, I'm not sure what the focus will be, but I love the aesthetic. I love the gaming mechanics because it has that Arkham combat.
Yeah, I hear that.
So
I'm excited.
It's really amazing. But it also adds like scanning and storytelling and fetch quests at a certain point, which I'm like, I don't know if I love that part. So I'm not sure if it's going to be more combat focused.
I hear there's a lot of collectibles. I hear there's a lot.
So I'll be curious to see where it goes. I don't know how long the game is, but I've heard it's a little longer. So I'm like, it may outstay its welcome, but I want to see this team succeed. Nice. They had to move their headquarters to Cyprus, but most of them are Ukrainian developers. So that's why this game took so long. But what they're doing, I think they're doing something visually that nobody else does. It's amazing. It's a great game. It's only $20, but it's on Game Pass too. So either way you play. So I would highly recommend anyone check it out. Just try it on Game Pass. Give it a try. There's also a demo on Steam or wherever. Give it a try. It's great. And it's, I believe, exclusive to Xbox.
It's an Xbox exclusive. So it's funny you say that, Todd. There was an interview. I highly recommend it. You should check it out. Everyone should. Anyone who's interested. Actually, everyone should listen to it. Unlocked, the last episode, not this one, but last week's, was the interview with the game director for Replaced. Very interesting. And it definitely, Todd, made me want to root for the guy. And I really hope the game gets more attention, because the way you could tell he was just happy and excited, but also kind of like, it's a really powerful, moving interview with this guy. So I highly recommend everyone go check it out with Ryan McCaffrey over at Unlocked. And check it out. So
it's a great first effort from a studio. Yeah. And if you remember, there was a game that was announced about 8 years ago called Last Night.
Yeah, they talked about that
had
too.
a similar style. And essentially that game's dead. So I'm glad this kind of came in and picked up that like chunky pixel, beautiful art look that I think a lot of studios could learn from. But I mean, they obviously did this on a great budget, came in affordably, and did for $20. So I think there's a lot there to show that we could get some really cool games that don't have to cost $70.
Yeah. Casual Dad Skills, I didn't read it. I listened to it on Unlocked. Go listen to it. It's a great interview. By the way, we need to permaban Freight Conductor from the chat, please. He said 5 is goated and should be in the top of everyone's list. Absolutely
I love 5. I will not ban that.
5 is a fun co-op game. It is the beginning of the bad Resident Evil games. Everybody go back and play that.
That boss battle with the boulder where he's punching the
Everybody
the
go back and play it.
It's
It's not a good game. It is
Todd.
not a good game. I was excited too. I was there day one. I have the receipts. I have the achievements. I was there day one with Alan. Fun co-op.
Because it's co-op. That's the only
exactly.
thing.
It was the first time you had a Resident Evil game co-op. It is not a good Resident Evil game. I'm sorry. You guys, whack nostalgia. Those are the member berries hitting you right there. Guys, let's close the show like we always do with the best food we had this week. I will go quickly. Just had it tonight. Allie made, or no, this was yesterday. She made pulled pork. and then you slap on that sweet Baby Ray's sweet and hot barbecue sauce and the stovetop stuffing. You guys, I could eat stovetop box stuffing every day
I like
and
stuffing
be
too.
absolutely happy. And some corn, and you got to
Sounds like your
douse it.
childhood, Dan.
And then you got to douse it with salt and pepper on your corn. Oh. Shout out to Allie. That was the best food I had this week. And also, another huge shout out to my wife as well. Jose, today is our 9-year wedding anniversary. Can you believe it?
Oh,
Jose,
snap, that's right.
Jose married us 9 years ago.
Congratulations.
Those are rookie numbers.
I know.
Happy
You
And
said
that's
Happy
even
anniversary,
after that's even after Tennis Man.
Oh,
You survived
we're
it.
barely holding on. We survived that struggle. So yes, next year will be the big one, the big decade of marriage. I can't believe that's happening. Don't shake your head.
That's
Abby.
a big one.
Don't shake your head. Do you know? Not many people are married for 10 years.
I'm like at 25.
That's a
or
big
some
deal in
shit
today's
like that.
era.
I mean,
okay.
Bacon, we want to be
I just
like
hit
you.
25
we
in
aspire
April.
Yeah,
to be
we
like
yeah,
you.
but we
Yeah,
don't want to
so
be as
go, Bacon,
old as
go.
you, Bacon. We don't want to be as
Whoa,
old
whoa,
as you.
whoa,
So
Jesus.
yes, we do want to aspire to be that long of a wedding, but I don't want to be 58 already. Okay.
You'll be that age when you get there, Dan. So don't worry.
Yeah.
You'll
Oh,
get to
God,
be that old.
thanks.
Father
Ba-
Time is undefeated, sir.
Yeah, you got that right.
right.
I'm feeling it after basketball. But guys, by the way, old guy basketball won again the other night. We are 5-1, first place in the league in I don't even remember. And we beat a kid of like a team of a bunch of 20-year-olds last night. So old Father Time is still giving us a
You
little
need to
bit
go
of
give the
time
Nuggets a pep talk right now, but
because we're still competing out there, Bacon. Bacon, what was the best food you had this week?
I didn't have much, but I guess the Five Guys burger this evening.
Oh, I love Five
$19?
Guys. I love Five. He says
Dude, it was not. It was nine. It was over $10 just for a cheeseburger
Yep.
with tax.
It's good though.
And my wife got the little cheeseburger, and hers was 8 something. And then of course the one thing of fries, but they put the 17
the
scoops of
bag,
fries
yeah.
in there, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
whole bag,
it was almost a $30 meal, bro.
Nice.
but
Bacon,
go
I
to-
hope you
need to-
stole a box of free peanuts.
You need to start going to Burger King and McDonald's and use the app, Bacon.
Dude, I
you
don't
need to
have
go
a
to
Burger
Freddy's and get
King.
the burger taco, bud.
I don't have a Burger King within driving distance of my house. I don't think.
Well, when you're out and about, Bacon, one off of Kipling and Jewel, I'm telling you, that's one of the good Burger Kings. It's
not
solid.
a good sign
It's good.
when there's no Burger Kings out there.
Well,
I mean,
we're
when I
having
have
a tough
to
time.
plan a trip to Burger King, that's a problem.
I agree.
I don't have to
agree.
plan a trip to McDonald's.
I agree.
They're just
All right.
everywhere. You can't swing a cat by the tail without hitting the McDonald's.
Yeah. No,
Burger
Nissa
King, I have to map quest a Burger King. That is
all
a
right,
problem.
all right. Stop
man.
with the Whopper slander. Nissa said Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. Those are great too. Pro Dad Skills isn't talking about food, but he says my gaming rotation right now is this. This is stupid, you guys. Listen to this. Ashes to Pro Dad Casual Skills is playing Crimson Desert, Card Shop Simulator replaced, Vampire Crawlers, Starfield updates, fresh playthrough. Oh my god! And Mouse PI also completed Pragmata and loved it. That's
that rotation?
Who the
insane,
hell can play
dude.
7 games at one time?
Dude.
Pro dad skills. That's why he's a pro.
Oh my god. Frank Conductor says, I'm surprised it wasn't the raw dog spam. That was good. You're right. That was delicious.
Spam is low-key great.
It dude, low key, putting it on my egg and bacon and cheese bagel. It was incredible, you guys. I know you're like, oh, you got to brown it, Dad. I know.
How
It
good
was
it would've
still,
been if
it
you
was still
browned
delicious.
it?
Probably would have been better.
You
You're
want
right.
a
But
fun
still,
fact?
it was
The
it was still
Spam
delicious.
Museum is in Austin, Minnesota.
There's a museum for
Thanks for
Spam.
that. But
There is.
shout out to Todd. I did add the Korean one, and there was another one I added at Walmart. We don't have that. They didn't have that weird one, the Toko Tocino one, or whatever the hell that flavor.
Tocino, that's Filipino, Dan. Be nice. Not
okay.
weird.
I don't know what it is. Anyway, they didn't have the Tocino, so I couldn't add that. But I did add.
What about maple?
Oh, it was a jalapeno and cheese or jalapeno one that I added with the Korean one. Thank you for the anniversary, you guys. I appreciate that. Thank you. And 25 years for Pro Dad Skills. Holy sh!
He must have got married about the time I did.
What are you at, Bacon?
I think I'm at 24 or 20. I got married when I was 21, bro.
He still doesn't know though. That's the key point there. He said he doesn't.
I think I got
What
married
year?
in 2022.
2002.
So you're at
2002.
24. You're 24.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
2002. I'm pretty sure.
almost there.
Who's that,
You want to
Jose?
ask your wife? What
DJ
year did we get
Macri?
married, hon?
Yeah.
She'll love that question.
DJ Macri. Is that teacher Mac?
Yeah, like brother of my friend.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. Friend
Okay,
of mine
so-
too. DJ's good too.
Having to map quest a Burger King must be a Littleton/Lakewood issue. We don't have that problem in Arvada. Base DJ Macri. Right
That's an age attack with MapQuest, Bacon.
Yeah, Bacon. I have 2 Burger Kings right by me. I can think of both on Kipling.
Bacon, there's one right by
there's-
your wife's school, bud. Literally.
Yeah, dude. There's
Why
2
would I-
by Bear
I
Creek
would go over
actually.
there.
And then Nissa says, "I don't like spam." Well, that's very disappointing.
Tocino
to
means
hear.
bacon in Spanish.
You need
Just
to
so you know.
retry.
Is that what that means?
In Spanish, tocino's bacon.
And pro casual dad skills
You
says I
gotta
don't
grill
sleep.
that up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nothing's better than browned spam. Oh, so good.
Dude, spam and eggs. Trust
Sear
me.
it up.
Diego, are you serious? I grew up on that stuff. My mom, obviously.
I was poor.
And you know, it's funny. She's like, "Did you give it to the kids? Did you make it?" I'm like, "Yeah, Mom, they don't really like the spam. Sorry." Jose, what was the best food you had this week?
Vienna sausage.
Speaking of Whopper, it was a Whopper. Dude, I'll tell you what, Dan. I know. If you go back and check my receipts, that I hated on it for a while.
You're a hater.
I was a hater, and it's pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Did you
And
like the new presentation? Did you get the
I
new
do
box,
like
the new bun,
presentation.
the extra
I think
bun?
that was a good move.
Really?
Here's my problem, and you're gonna think I'm psycho, but it's a real problem. It has nothing to do with actually Burger King. It has to do with logistics. I like their onion rings. I like Burger King's onion rings. That's my preferred side.
Money.
Good.
I don't like onion on my Whopper or
Psycho
tomato.
shit. Psycho shit right there.
And so here's my inherent problem that I have with the new. I like the new presentation better. I do, but my problem with it is that for those that know, they wrap the burger in paper, like
Paper
halfway
in the box.
in the box, which I really appreciate. But my problem is that if I go to Burger King, because I've done it many times, and I say I would like a Whopper meal with no onions, and then I say within a second, I would also like onion rings. I will never get that order. I will either get a
Really?
Whopper with onions and fries,
interesting.
or I will get onion rings and onions.
Jose, have you choose the app to order and then pick it up when you get there?
I haven't.
That's
I should
smart,
probably do
probably.
that.
Try it. And you get those buku bucks.
You take
I
out
should
the
try that.
speaker problem. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's not a speaker problem. It's a user
Or
problem.
can you go directly in, Jose? You just got to go directly in and talk to them in their face.
Yeah, I'm not getting out of my car. It's not worth that much effort. But no, it was really good though. Like I was really like pretty pleased with it, and the onion rings were great. It was
Nothing
shout
tastes
out.
like a Whopper, Jose.
Well, you're right. It's something about that charbroiled flavor. It's so good. The other thing I had that was really great that I haven't had in a long time. We had Papa Murphy's the other night. I'm a big fan. I never think to go there. But it was great, man. I still have some leftovers in the fridge. I might eat it later.
They put
there's
the
a
work
reason.
on you, Jose.
Yeah, exactly. There's a reason you have leftovers. It's because it's not very good. If you get a Pizza Hut or Domino's, you're eating the whole thing. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that I like it better than those. I love those too.
Right.
I'm a universal lover of pizza. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Shout out to Burger King. Shout out to pizza. I agree. Based Jose. Todd, close this off. What was best food you had?
So I had not been to a Jets pizza ever, even though I'm from Michigan.
I'd
That's where
love to hear
Jets
your thoughts
is.
on this.
So it wasn't bad. I got the 4-piece, the 4-corner.
I completely agree.
And then I got the salad. I got the Greek salad because that's a big thing in Michigan. Is the Greek population is big there. Greek town is big by where the Red Wings play. So I got that, but it's entirely too expensive. Holy cow.
Thank you
Jets
so
pizza
much.
is
Thank
crazy
you.
expensive.
It's insane,
Holy
dude.
cow, that is not acceptable.
Insane.
That is not acceptable. Not
I
acceptable.
agree.
I do have 2 shouts out. So it was very good. I love the Greek salad. It's great. It was a great opportunity to go to video game
It's
music
good, but it's
con
not
that happens in
$50 a
Minnesota. It was
pie. Good,
great.
right?
But I got off campus, did that. It was a great time. Blaze Pizza apparently has closed in Minnesota, which sucks. I was going to go to get cheap Blaze Pizza, but it's okay. But I want to make 2 announcements about 2 food items that are kind of cool. So one is, if you're a Filipino like my wife and our family enjoy that food, they have basically a chain in the U.S. called Jolly Beats, also in the Philippines. They have a partnership with Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I heard
so
about
they are
this.
doing merch
Yeah, I
and
saw this.
food and everything. So it's kind of cool. If it's available in your area, I think the closest one to us is in Chicago. So we may go down there eventually. But the other thing is, Jose, there is a Mandalorian Burger King promotion going on. You can get a Whopper Barbecue Bounty Whopper, Grogu's Blue Cookie Shake,
That looks
Grogu's
delicious.
Garlic Chicken Fries, Imperial Cheddar Ranch
Ooh,
Tots,
yeah, the fries.
and 4 collectible cups.
I'm gonna have to get this. I'm going to
And
get
the
this.
box looks great.
Did
And
this
there's
start
the
now?
crown, the crown, the pizza, the Burger King crown is the
Mando helmet.
Mandalorian helmet. It's the crown, the free helmet. The
I have
free
to go
crown
there
they give you.
tomorrow. Damn it.
So
Okay.
this
That's where I'm gonna take the
April
kids.
21st.
Go.
This is out now,
started.
April 21st.
Got to get it.
Bacon, Map Quest it now.
Yeah, bacon. Plan it right now.
Good news.
Thank you
Get your
for that
printer.
breaking news. I need everyone to get on the Burger King hype train. Gentlemen, this has been the Nerd Chat episode 260. We are Xbox / Asha Sharma. Michael Scott. My name is Daddy Diwali. You can follow me at Daddy Diwali across all social media. You can follow the show at the Nerd Chat Podcast as well. Please make sure to go check out the reviews we've been doing recently. Shout out to everyone, Jose, Chance, Bacon probably did one a while ago. The Saint Slayer one is popping off, so really appreciate that. Go check it out. Shout out to our chat as well tonight. You guys were great. Considering, like Bacon said, this is the worst night to do it because there are a bunch of playoffs games and a draft that's probably still going, 10 hours later, even though it's the first round. Jose, where can people find you?
You can find me Chipotle Bear everywhere. I want to give a huge obvious shout out to Todd for joining us, especially last minute. Thank you, man. Always great to see you, and looking forward to our summer movie draft. Also, make sure you go check out Fan and Foundry, and really, again, a lot of great content out there. I was listening to Trophy Room tonight. Last night they did a big show raising money for Summer Games Fest. It was actually hilarious to listen to, and I'm sure to watch. Ains and talking about Pragmata like
Kyle
he did that like
Rattigan.
15 times. Just good time to be out there, man. Go Sport Expansion Pass, all their great interviews and stuff. We're getting into summer. Summer is for me when I get to play lots of games, when I get to just be with my friends and this community. So hope you all get to do the same. Thanks for being with us.
Bacon Gaming. What about you?
Good news, my Switch works. It was just really dead.
Looking out, bud.
Got it charged. Now I'm playing R-Type.
It's live.
You'll find me on Twitter.
that's how you do it.
Loving everything Xbox is doing. Shout out to the chat. You guys are awesome. Todd, as always, bringing the voice of reason on this podcast.
Yeah. And shout out to Todd Oxtra, Nerd Chat intern #1, coming in, killing it, giving his corpo opinions. Todd, where can people find you?
At the Phantom Foundry, on all things social, Blue Skies, and the Instagram. As Jose mentioned, we are doing a movie summer league competition. It's open to everybody. If anybody else wants to join, you got to get your picks in by tomorrow. Let me know. I'll DM you the link. It's very simple. No entry fee. Just pick the top 10 movies and box office orders of the summer. It's fun. The winner is amazing, but they got to make the loser pick a movie to watch and make a book report on it. So a lot of good people are in there. Freight's in there.
We have to do a
lot of
book
other great people
report?
are.
I
So
didn't know about
if
that
anybody
piece.
is in there. Oh yeah, Jose. So be prepared to watch
Wait, yeah, you
Leprechaun
guys
in
are
Space and write a book report. So it's great. Thank you guys for having me on. This is always fun. I always like to be the weird guy in the back that Bacon gets mad at, and then glad I can make him smile. It always
Thank
makes
you,
me
Todd.
happy. He looks at me and he sees a reflection of his younger self. And it's great. So thank you all.
Younger
as
self,
always,
huh?
Xbox is the king.
As always, gentlemen, we are Xbox. See you online.
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 Prison sounds horrible.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Andy. Thanks.
Prison Mike, what's the very, very worst thing about prison?
Don't encourage him, don't.
The worst thing about prison was the Dementors. They were flying all over the place, and they were scary, and then they'd come down and they'd suck the soul out of your body, and it hurt.
Dementors like in Harry Potter?
No, not Harry Potter.
The Nerd Chat, an Xbox podcast, is a podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. The show was created by Daniel Walenzik, and you can follow him at Daddy Diwali across all social media. The assistant to the co-host is Jose Martinez, and you can follow him at Chipotle_Bear. The assistant to the co-host is Chance Siegel, and you can follow him at BubbleBoyN7. The intern to the assistant to the co-hosts is Jason Jarrett, and you can follow him at XBaconGaming. You can also follow the show at The Nerd Chat across all social media. And as always, see you online.